Imagine building a masterpiece worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, only to destroy it on purpose. That's the brutal reality of crash testing. The more luxurious the car, the higher the price of proving it's safe. And trust me, some brands spend an insane amount just to smash their own creations. Welcome to Absolute Facts, and today, we're revealing the biggest crash test spenders in the automotive world. Number 10. The Range Rover Velar. A luxury SUV that doesn't just look powerful, it proves it in the crash lab. In one of the most brutal tests, the side pole impact, the Velar shocked everyone by scoring maximum points. Even in the frontal offset crash, the passenger dummy walked away in near-perfect condition, with the cabin staying rock solid under impact. But here's where it gets wild. This isn't just a tank in disguise. The Velar's emergency braking system was so sharp, it managed to prevent collisions at nearly every test speed. Combine that with a roaring 376 horsepower V6 and a high-tech luxury interior, and you've got an SUV that bridges the gap between the sport and the evoque like an absolute beast. Safety, power, and prestige, this is why the Velar makes the cut. Number 9. The Audi Q8. The SUV that proves sometimes unchanged means unbeatable. Sharing its bones with the Q7, the Q8 packs in the same arsenal of safety tech: forward collision warning, blind spot monitoring, and automated emergency braking. But here's the kicker: this familiar setup has turned into pure perfection on the test track. The NHTSA slapped it with a 5-star crash rating, and in the side crash test, the Q8 scored a flawless 100 across the board. Even in the brutal frontal offset and rollover trials, it walked away with near-perfect results. And it doesn't stop there, the IIHS crowned it a top safety pick. Translation? Superior protection for drivers, passengers, roof strength, and even front crash prevention in real-world scenarios, whether it's vehicle-to-vehicle or vehicle-to-pedestrian. Luxury meets resilience. The Q8 is more than just an Audi SUV. It's a fortress on wheels. Number 8. The Tesla Model S. The electric beast that crushed crash tests with perfection. Back in 2014, the Model S made history by scoring 5 out of 5 stars in every single NHTSA test. Not just overall, but in every category and subcategory. A flawless performance almost unheard of in the auto world. So, what's its secret weapon? The absence of a bulky gas engine? That design gave Tesla room for a massive crumple zone, absorbing brutal impacts like a sponge. In the infamous side pole test, the Model S held strong, thanks to deep aluminum extrusions in its side rails that spread the force across the body before it could reach passengers. And the rollover risk? Just 5.7%, making it one of the lowest ever recorded. This wasn't just a car, it was proof that electric engineering could beat traditional safety benchmarks and rewrite the crash test rulebook. Number 7. The Porsche Taycan. The electric sports sedan that proves speed and safety can coexist. When Euro NCAP tested Porsche's first ever EV, the results were striking. In the side barrier test, the Taycan dominated with maximum points. Its passenger detection system, combined with flawless autonomous emergency braking, made it nearly impossible to hit pedestrians, cyclists, or other vehicles. But here's the twist. Despite an overall 5-star safety rating, the Taycan wasn't perfect. Rear end. Collisions exposed weaknesses in whiplash protection, especially in the head restraints and seats. And in the brutal frontal offset test, child occupants faced a worrying risk of neck injuries, a flaw that could prove fatal in real life. Still, with cutting-edge safety tech, Porsche engineering, and a design built for both thrill and protection, the Taycan remains one of the most impressive electric crash test survivors out there. Number 5. The Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. A supercar that proves beauty and brutality can coexist. With a monstrous 6.2-liter V8 producing 583 horsepower, this machine was built for one thing: raw speed. But here's the jaw-dropper in crash scenarios. The SLS showed it's more than just a performance icon. Footage of frontal crash tests revealed its sleek, elongated hood acting like a shield, absorbing the blow so effectively that even the windshield stayed intact after a direct hit. And in one of the most extreme tests, a full rollover, the gullwing doors didn't just survive, they automatically popped open to let passengers escape. Official agencies like the NHTSA, IIHS, and Euro NCAP never gave it a safety rating, but the real-world evidence speaks louder than paperwork. The SLS AMG isn't just breathtaking on the track, it's a supercar built to protect while it performs. Number 4. The Lamborghini Murcielago. A raging bull that proved even legends can face the crash test. When production ended in late 2010, the Murcielago had already secured its place as one of the most iconic Lambos ever. But here's the wild part: just like many supercars, it never received an official safety rating from NHTSA, IIHS, or even Euro NCAP. Instead, the truth came out in independent crash tests. In a frontal offset impact, the Murcielago relied solely on its frame and front hood to take the hit, and it worked. The crumple zone absorbed the blow, while the cabin stayed remarkably intact. Number 2. The Koenigsegg Regera. A hypercar so rare, crash testing it is almost unthinkable. Here's why. A proper crash rating usually requires destroying around a dozen cars. But for a niche brand like Koenigsegg, that's basically an entire year's production gone in a single test. Financially, impossible. So Koenigsegg found a smarter way. The catch? No official ratings from NHTSA or Euro NCAP. But make no mistake, Koenigsegg's approach proves one thing. When you build cars this rare, every single one is too precious to destroy. The Regera isn't just a hypercar. It's a survival story, a glimpse into how boutique automakers bend the rules of crash testing without ever compromising their engineering brilliance. Number 1. The Pagani Huayra. A hypercar so rare, even its crash story became legendary. Powered by a monstrous V12 engine pushing 791 horsepower, the Huayra isn't just mesmerizing to look at, it's a mind-bending piece of engineering. But here's the twist. You won't find official safety ratings from NHTSA, IIHS, or Euro NCAP. Pagani simply isn't required to put its ultra-limited machines through standard crash tests. Yet fate delivered the proof. During an unintentional real-world crash near Affalterbach, Germany, a Huayra prototype slammed into reality, and the results were astonishing. The central monocoque held firm, leaving both driver and passenger unharmed. Even in video footage, the Huayra's structure showed a resilience that defied expectations, withstanding frontal impacts that would shatter ordinary carbon fiber. This wasn't just survival. It was a statement that the Pagani Huayra isn't only a hypercar built for speed and beauty. It's a miracle of strength, engineering, and unshakable prestige.